Just leaving the halfway hideaway Harper's Ferry hostel. Hi everybody, this is Old Baldy on the AT. Starting my through hike, going from the halfway hideaway Harper's Ferry hiker hostel to the Appalachian Trail Conservancy to get my hang tag. It's early April, mid-April. I'm going to do a flip-flop from here to Katahdin and then back from Katahdin, start here again and go south to Springer Mountain. That's the plan. So why do you want to watch an old guy like me? First of all, Old Baldy, that's where the name comes from. And the longer answer is because short, old, fat, slow, bald, and ugly is too long to say. So that's why I'm Old Baldy. I am 68 years old and I am going to be hammock camping. If any of those things interest you, please follow along. So I'm heading down to the Conservancy and going to get a hang tag now. By the way, today is going to be 92 degrees, mid-April. Tomorrow it's going to be 92 degrees. This might be a 2-day through hike with me ending in the hospital. We'll see how it goes. I'm leaving Harper's Ferry right now, and here's the trail going over this bridge. This is either the Susquehanna or the Potomac. Not sure which. I'll probably find out in a minute here. Okay, back on the bridge. Day 2. So here's where I stayed last night, at the Ed Garvey Memorial Shelter. There were about 8 of us here. They're the outhouses. 2 of them. Nobody slept in the shelter. I slept down there. Other people were over there. The trail to the water supply is down this way, indicated by blue blazes. So it's a blue blaze trail, goes down here. And there's a spring 0.4 miles away. I didn't go all the way down there. I went to the first spring, which has a much slower trickle to it. But I was able to get water, so I went about 0.2 miles maybe. Anyway, it wasn't bad. Not a big deal. You can see the shelters have a fire pit, benches, a table. We all ate around the table and then went on to our respective tents. Some people camp down there. There's a small picnic table down there. Here's the bear box. You put your food in here at night so bears can't get it. Just a box, metal box with some locks on it. You just turn this, line this one up with the hole, turn that, and then you can clip them. So a resourceful bear doesn't get everybody's food. Alternatively, you can hang your food, put your food in a bag, throw some line over a branch and hoist it up. Very much a pain in the neck. I have an Ursack, which is a bear-proof bag. It's like made of Kevlar. So bears can't get into it. And I hang that from a tree, just head height. And some people use bear canisters, which are hard-sided, big, hard plastic with screw-on lids. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the trail now. Looks like I'm gonna go 9 miles today, but we'll see. Here's the trail from Ed Garvey Shelter this morning. I'm going to be following the ridge that I climbed onto yesterday. Nice, peaceful, quiet trail. Not too hot yet. It's supposed to be close to 90 again. Right now, it's pretty nice. So those shelters, like the Ed Garvey shelter, is first come, first serve shelter. As you saw, it's got 3 sides and a roof and some amenities like picnic tables, outhouses, benches, and there's a water source nearby. That's basically how all the shelters are set up along the entire trail. No cost to use the shelters. Just be kind to other hikers. Don't demand a spot if it's full. Carry a backup shelter like a tent, or in my case, a hammock with a tarp, and act like a civilized person. Those shelters are built by the local trail clubs, like the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club built the Ed Garvey one. Built by volunteers with volunteer money. It's just part of what makes the Appalachian Trail unique. None of the other trails in the West have shelters at all. The Long Trail in Vermont does have shelters, and there are probably some other shorter trails that have shelters too, but the Appalachian Trail followed the example of the Green Mountain Club and the Appalachian Mountain Club in New Hampshire. They built shelters all the way up and down the entire 2,197.9 miles. Pretty outstanding feat. Work hard, and someday all this will be yours. Day 2, it's 11:15. For the last 25 minutes I've been going uphill. I've got a 3.7 mile climb to do 1,000 feet. There's a beard shot, and it's still really hot. There's not a lot of vegetation on the trees, not a lot of leaves yet. It's still pretty early in the season. Here's one that's just budding. Here's another one. The plants are just starting to bud, which means a lot of sun for me. But we'll keep moving. So remember yesterday I was thinking of going to the next shelter? Here it is. There's no way I would have made that hike. I'm glad I stopped at the Ed Garvey shelter, and let's keep going. So I'm taking a break here to show you these things. They're all over the place. Some of them have little purple flowers associated with them. I think they're called May apples. There's just a whole big field of them here. It's April. I presume the May apples will flower and bloom in May. That's my deductive reasoning for the hour. So here's some more of those little blue flowers associated with the May apples. I don't actually see them on the plant. It looks like a different plant that's with the May apples. So I'm not sure what's going on. I am taking a rest on a strategically placed rock. There's the trail, goes to the right there, goes around to the left. Just looking at all the trees and bushes. So this climb, 1,000 feet in 3.7 miles, is a huge difference from yesterday's 1,000 feet in 2 miles. So it's almost twice the distance to go 1,000 feet up. It's so much easier. In fact, there's a lot of flat or almost flat. In the beginning, there was a steep section for a little while, but then it got much more reasonable. So here I am on the Appalachian Trail, enjoying the view. So how old is this tree? Start counting rings, everybody. So I turn the corner of the trail and look what I see. Wild beast. Should that be dinner? I don't know. It's a sign. All right. I am at Camp Rocky Run Shelter, which is right there. Mile marker 1042.6. Very nice place here. There's a bunch of kids here though, like teenagers or young adult group of some sort. But I am over here. Set up the hammock. Here's the hammock for the night. I think I'm gonna flip open the tarp actually, because it's been so warm at night. Couldn't sleep yesterday, nobody could really. I'm gonna take this side of the tarp and flip it over the hammock. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, instead of flipping it over, I just put both poles to the front and raised the front half of the tarp into what is called porch mode, like sitting on your porch at home. I'll tie the door back, but that's porch mode. Pretty cool. Should get a lot more ventilation this way. Day 3, farewell to Rocky Run Shelter. It's been fun while it lasted. There's the picnic table where I ate dinner and breakfast. Camped up here, walking back to the AT this way. What a great morning. Sun is coming up. It's 8:12, cool weather. It rained last night. That supposedly will cool things off. Today's high is only supposed to be 82 instead of 90. We'll see how that goes. Hi everyone. So I've gone 2 miles since the Pine Knob Shelter, and I'm at a place called Annapolis Rocks. Nice view, 1/4 mile off the trail, but definitely worth it. Look at that view. Just great. Feeling much better today. This is day 4. No ill effects from yesterday. And I'm gonna go another 6.7 to the Ensign Cowall shelter. So we'll see what the day brings. It's supposed to be not too much elevation gain or fall. Should be a relatively easy day, but I'm not gonna push it given how bad I felt yesterday. Nice little pond. Let's see what this looks like. Pretty cool place. Hi everybody, this is day 6, but this is a recap of day 5 and 6. Got to Waynesboro, morning of day 5, got a ride into town from some Boy Scout group. It was raining like crazy, so I was glad to get into town. Got into town, have a room now at the Days Inn, and last night it was in the mid-30s. Today's high is going to be about 45 in town, but the low is going to be in town 31, which means in the mountains it's going to be significantly lower into the mid-20s. So I decided just to wait out another day at the hotel. So day 5 and 6 are in Waynesboro. I've been going to the laundromat, eating, going to the grocery store to resupply, eating, and watching basketball on TV. That's about it. I'm really ready to go for tomorrow. I've got a shuttle driver I'm going to call in a few minutes to get him to take me tomorrow morning back to the trail where I left off, which is at Ensign Cowall Shelter. And from there, it's like 45 miles or so to the next resupply, maybe 50, something like that. But I got plenty of food. If I need to, there are roads to get out and get a ride into town. But I do have enough food. I'm confident I can get there. So that's about it. Tomorrow's high is supposed to be 62 in town, which means probably about 55 in the mountains, and sunny for the next few days. And it's going to gradually go up into the 70s and then low 80s again. So quite a swing in the weather patterns. And I'm just taking it one step at a time and see what I can do. So I'll report back tomorrow as I continue up the trail. Thanks, bye.